The hard truth nobody wants to hear if you're thinking about becoming a DevOps engineer in 2025. Stop for a second, because I need to tell you something that might save you years of frustration. DevOps as a role is dying. Yes, I said it. And it's happening much faster than most people want to admit. My name is Sleeman. I've been in the tech industry for over a decade, working across enterprise systems, cloud, and automation. Today, I run my own agile security consultancy and teach cloud, and I tutor over 600 students through my academy. And here's what I've learned after years inside this industry. DevOps was never meant to be a permanent job. It was a bridge role, born out of necessity, but that bridge is collapsing. So in this video, I'm going to break down why DevOps existed in the first place, why it worked for a while but is now fading fast, what's replacing DevOps, and what you should learn instead if you want a future-proof career. Stick with me till the end, because this could literally save you months, maybe even years of wasted effort. Chapter 1, Why DevOps was born. To understand why DevOps is fading, you need to understand why it was created in the first place. Let's go back to 2015. You're a developer. You've spent 3 months building a new feature. On your laptop, everything works perfectly. You feel proud. Then comes deployment day. You hand over your code to the operations team. These are the folks who manage the production servers. And the moment they try to run your feature, it crashes. They blame you. You blame them. The company loses time, money, and patience. This painful mess became known as throwing code over the wall. Developers and operations were stuck in silos, constantly pointing fingers. Enter DevOps. The idea of DevOps was simple. Bring developers and operations together. Build a culture where they collaborate instead of fight. Automate deployments. Ship features faster. It was a brilliant concept. But here's the catch. Companies didn't focus on culture. Instead, they just slapped a new job title on someone. DevOps Engineer. Chapter 2, Why DevOps worked for a while. Now, don't get me wrong. DevOps did make things better. I remember working at a Fortune 500 company where deployment cycles went from months to days. Things that used to require endless meetings and manual processes suddenly became automated with CI/CD pipelines. For a while, DevOps engineers were heroes. They built the scripts, set up Jenkins, configured servers, and monitored everything. But here's the reality in 2025. Everything a DevOps engineer does is repetitive. Think about it. Writing scripts, configuring servers, setting up monitoring, managing pipelines, all of these are patterns. And what is it I'm extremely good at? Recognizing and automating patterns. Today, platforms like GitHub Actions, GitLab CI, and AWS pipelines can do what entire DevOps teams used to handle. Push code gives it's automatically tested, deployed, monitored, and scaled. No humans needed. Startups that used to hire 2 to 3 DevOps engineers are now relying on AI-driven automation tools instead. They're cheaper, faster, and more reliable. Entry-level DevOps roles, they're disappearing, and mid-level ones, they're shrinking too. Chapter 3, The Problem with DevOps as a Job. Another problem DevOps always had was role confusion. Go search 10 job postings for DevOps engineer. Every single one lists different requirements. Kubernetes, as well as Python, Terraform, security, CI/CD monitoring, 30 other tools basically. Companies expect one person to be a superhero who knows everything. That's 5 different jobs packed into one. And it's not sustainable. Smart companies realized this and started splitting responsibilities. Platform engineers build internal developer platforms, and infrastructure automation site reliability engineers, SREs, focus on uptime, monitoring, and incident response. Cloud engineers design. Build and scale cloud infrastructure security engineers gives handle compliance, governance, and security frameworks. The term DevOps engineer is now so diluted that it doesn't mean much anymore. This reminds me of the early 2000s. Back then, every company was hiring webmasters. These were supposed to be all-in-one experts managing websites, servers, databases, and content. Guess what? That role disappeared. It split into front-end developers, back-end developers, UX designers, and database admins. History is repeating itself with DevOps. Chapter 4, the future role, cloud engineering. So if DevOps is fading, what should you focus on instead? The answer is clear: cloud engineering. Here's why. Every company today runs on the cloud. Every A model you hear about is trained in the cloud. Every SaaS app you use, from Netflix to Zoom, is powered by cloud infrastructure. The global cloud market is exploding, projected to grow from $900 billion today to over $5.4 trillion in the next decade. Cloud engineering gives you a clear career path, real entry-level roles that are actually hiring, flexibility to specialize later. Right now, if you go on LinkedIn, you'll find thousands of open cloud engineering roles. Companies are desperate for people who can design scalable, secure cloud systems. Unlike DevOps, cloud engineering isn't a vague, overloaded title. It has defined responsibilities, clear learning paths, and endless demand. Chapter 5, Why Cloud Beats DevOps. Here's why cloud engineering is future-proof compared to DevOps. Clarity of role. Cloud engineers know what they're doing: designing, deploying, and maintaining infrastructure. DevOps engineers are often confused with 10 other roles. Flexibility. Once you master cloud, you can branch into cloud security, AI engineering, platform engineering, site reliability, cybersecurity, AI-proof skills. I can automate pipelines, but AI cannot design secure, distributed architectures for complex enterprises, at least not yet. That requires human judgment. Demand. Every business, from startups to enterprises, is migrating to the cloud. The demand curve is only going up. Cloud isn't just another IT skill. It's the foundation of the entire digital economy. Chapter 6, What you should do instead. So here's my advice if you're planning your tech career right now. Don't chase DevOps. That bridge is collapsing. Instead, do this. Start with cloud fundamentals. Learn Oz, Azure, or GCP basics. Understand networking, storage, and compute. Build real projects. Don't just watch tutorials. Deploy apps, set up infrastructure, and test your skills. Learn infrastructure as code. Tools like Terraform and Pulumi will make you powerful. Use a good assistant. Let it help with repetitive tasks, but you focus on architecture and design. Specialize later. Once you've mastered the fundamentals, pick a niche: security, AI engineering, platform engineering, or SRE. Chapter 7, The Big Picture. Here's the big picture. DevOps was always meant to be a cultural shift, not a permanent job title. It served its purpose. It solved a real problem, but now automation and I have taken over most of its tasks. The future belongs to cloud engineers, people who understand how to design systems, not just run scripts. Think about it. In the next decade, we'll see more businesses migrating to the cloud, more workloads running on the cloud, and more security concerns around the cloud. If you position yourself here, you're not just staying relevant, you're becoming irreplaceable. Your next step. So let's recap. DevOps existed to fix throwing code over the wall. It worked for a while, but now it's fading. Too repetitive, too fragmented, too easily automated. What should you do instead? Master cloud engineering. It's growing, it's in demand, and it's flexible. From there, you can pivot into whatever niche excites you. Remember this: don't waste years chasing a role that's vanishing. Build skills that will carry you through the next 10 to 20 years. cloud is that skill. So my question to you is, are you ready to build a career that lasts? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Tell me, are you still considering DevOps, or will you pivot to cloud? And if you found this guide helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, because I'll be sharing even more strategies to help you build a future-proof tech career. Because the future belongs to those who prepare for it today.